111-110 is the final from TD Garden. I am Bobby Manning, and this is the Garden Report at its namesake, TD Garden. And it was a classic, one of the best games we've seen all year here. A pleasure to watch. And one entirely unexpected outcome, with Jayson Tatum scoring 3 straight buckets down the stretch, including the game winner to get to 31 points. They needed that. They needed Semi Ojeleye's 3 in the corner after trailing by 3 with 2 minutes left. And Jayson Tatum was able to get it to him on that play, as well as a short roll on the baseline that Semi Ojeleye was able to get to Daniel Theis, who was another hero in this one. Celtics facing an 8-point deficit at the beginning of the fourth, able to get 4 straight buckets to Daniel Theis in the pick and roll and the pick and pop after going to him, getting away from Robert Williams early in that fourth quarter. The Celtics led by 11 several times in the first half. They let that slide because of Bradley Beal. 46 points, another scoring masterpiece by one of the best scorers in basketball. And you saw it with him off the ball, on the ball, creating, cutting, shooting, all those different things that Bradley Beal does that gets him to 32 points a game. We saw out here. And the defense on Jayson Tatum. It didn't start off as an electric scoring night for Jayson Tatum. He went through some efficiency problems that we've seen from him lately here, but once he got that dunk to unload on Robin Lopez, you knew he was back, because he had a similar right-handed slam on Friday against Indiana that he wasn't able to get to go down. He got rejected by the rim, shacked in the fool, all that kind of stuff. So Tatum, key factors: trusting teammates, going to Javonte Green, going to Semi Ojeleye in those late moments. You're seeing the passing on this team increase, whether it's Kemba Walker commanding the pick and roll as often as he did tonight to find not only Theis in that late stretch, and wow, did the Wizards not cover Theis late in this game, letting him get free underneath for the initial pick and roll. And then I swear, 3 straight pull-up jumpers, 12 feet, practice shots. Brandon Bass used to be the master of that shot. Daniel Theis was fantastic in this game, and that powered the Celtics' comeback late into that fourth quarter. And it was finalized by a scoop layup. The Celtics closed with Green, Tatum, Ojeleye, Theis, and Kemba going 3 wings, and it worked. They were able to pile up some stops late. But first, Bradley Beal, the and one, the switch that he was able to get through Daniel Theis that all but put this game away when they were up by 6 at that point, was magnificent. He gave the pump, chest pump to the crowd. And I thought at that point in this duel, this awesome battle between Bradley Beal and Jayson Tatum, they cover each other, they grew up together, they trained together in the offseason with Drew Hanlon. All those different things that we love about the storyline between those two St. Louis guys. I was bummed at that moment because it was going to be all Beal, and Tatum had an okay game, but this was going to be another devastating loss for the Celtics, and you didn't have that back and forth between them down the stretch. In fact, Beal has defended Tatum very well this year. I think Tatum was 6 of 13 on the season coming in against him. 0 for 4 from the three-point line. 0.8 points per possession, I counted out before the game. So Beal defended Tatum very well in those moments. But late, Tatum pulled off this charge into the lane, spin off of him into a one-footed left foot fadeaway. I think that was either the first or the second basket in that 3-basket run that sealed this game for Tatum. He went right to the thick of the defense and sealed it by getting downhill and scoring in the paint, which is what the Celtics did all game. They started 7 of 8 inside. They were able to crash pick and rolls with Rob Williams at certain points. Tristan Thompson went 1 of 9 and had so many looks. They could have gotten so many more baskets. He bumped Robin Lopez off of him on one play and had a wide open practice layup. Any other center in the league would have dunked that home, but Tristan missed the initial, javelin or shot put, wrong track and field event, push up to the basket, and wasn't able to get the put back home. Other interesting things from this one, Javonte Green, Semi Ojeleye, they play over Aaron Nesmith in the rotation. That kind of stuff has changed all year on a matchup basis. Brad Stevens is experimenting. And we just saw about 2 weeks of Aaron Nesmith being the first guy off the bench. So I'm sure they're trying to look at some other combinations right now, other ways that they can get multiple wings on the floor. Because there's another game where double big didn't always suit them so well. And they went smaller as the game went on. So Aaron Nesmith's DNP, big topic of conversation around this one. I think that's just sort of the ebb and flow of the season. Jeff Teague was the DNP 2 weeks ago, and now he's part of the rotation again. For now, all this stuff is going to continue to change, and as we see what I think are going to be inevitable roster shakeups, we'll see where that goes. And that's part one of the Garden Report. Part two, we'll dive a little more into Bradley Beal, Jayson Tatum, their connection, and is there a future connection there? So we discussed it a little bit in the Celtics postgame show, so go check that out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, CLNS Media, and Celtics All Access especially, only Celtics content there. And follow us on Celtics CLNS. You can follow me at Real Bob Manning, and check out my YouTube channel. We do some streaming there, Bobby Manning, and CLNSmedia.com for our article after the game. All those different things. Go hit them up. We will see you in part two of the Garden Report.